Hi guys, my name is Roman Winsberg and welcome back to my channel. You all probably know that in order to be successful or to grow, you have to set the goals. But have you thought about how to set the goals properly and how to set the goals in order not to lose the sight? Well, in today's video, I'm going to give you some guidelines and some tips how to do that. Whether you're starting your own business, maybe you're climbing your corporate ladder, or maybe you are just on your personal development journey, setting goals is essential in order to succeed. It's not a secret and you all know that. But probably not a lot of you thought about how to set the goals effectively, how to set the goals that they're gonna serve you properly. Usually people setting just the end goal, what they want to achieve. But there is a lot of times when that goal is irrelevant or that goal even unnecessary in order to achieve success. A lot of people setting the big goals, but in the mid-journey, they usually fed up with it. They lose the motivation, they lose the sight, or they set the goals that aren't achievable. I'm actually guilty myself of that, because when I was younger, I remember trying to set the big goals. I thought anything is possible, you just have to put the work and everything gonna fall in its place. But there were lots of things I've tried, and somewhere mid-journey, I lost the motivation, I fed up, I was feeling miserable because my dream or my goal wasn't achievable that easy. Or to be more precise, I didn't know actually what I was doing. I knew the end goal, but I never thought about the small pieces that actually help to achieve that goal. So today, hopefully, I'm gonna give you a little bit peace of mind, how to set the goals properly and effectively, and how to decide whether you need that goal or not. So let's continue. So the first step is visualization. Imagine your perfect life. What you want to achieve, what kind of job you want to do, what type of lifestyle you want to live. Maybe there is a particular car, maybe you want to make an X amount of money, maybe you want to travel around the world, have a nice family, or maybe everything together. Visualization actually is the great way to understand what you really want, and even better if you write it down. Write down your dream. Try to be as specific as possible. If you want to make your own business, write every detail, because more details you're gonna think about when you're starting your business, it's gonna help you to think through. The more details you think about, the less surprises it might be. Maybe your goal is to make X amount of money, but you never thought about what skills are required to do so. So the more you think, the more you visualize, the less unexpected things gonna happen in your journey. Second step is a smart approach. Your dreams or your dream life is really good. It's fine to have, but you have to set a specific goal. As I said earlier, maybe it's some kind of car, so be specific. Maybe it's your business. Also be as specific as possible. Or maybe you want to increase your income by X%. So as I said earlier, be as specific as possible. If we talk about your career or maybe your business, you have to answer the main question. Does your goal add value? If you're working for the company, your goal should add value as more income. Maybe it adds value to your reputation or the brand. Or your goal should add more value and bring more income from the clients, so it's more effective. Or vice versa, your goal should save money, optimize the processes, reduce the cost, or reduce the risks. If you have at least one yes, then your goal is set properly. Next really important thing about your goal setting is that your goal have to be measurable. You have to set a specific metrics. You have to know in the midway, are you doing good or bad? Maybe you should have to increase your tempo, or maybe you have to do some adjustments in order to use your time or money more effectively. Also, as I said in the beginning, your goal have to be relevant. That means maybe your goal is to increase your income X% per month, and you're trying to do that by doing more sales. But maybe the problem of your income, for example, if you work in the company, is not the sales amount, but the effectiveness. You might get a lot more money by improving your marketing, or with less cost, rebranding. So the main thing is to choose the most effective option how to get to your goal. Lastly, your goal have to be time bound. It means that you have to have deadlines and you have to measure your progress every time. Even if you haven't achieved your goal to your deadline, you have to know how much progress you made. Step number 3, you have to break down your goals. The big and final goal is really good to have, especially if it's specific, measurable and achievable. However, sometimes it can be overwhelming for you, so every goal have to be broken down into the smaller ones. If the smaller goals are still quite big, break it down even further. Break them down as much as possible, and sometimes I would even recommend to break it down into the daily goals. Step number 4, the strategy and the action plan. So now when you set the goals, you have to know what you need in order to achieve those goals. So obviously, the schedule is needed and you have to have the tools. The tools might be in different ways. Tools, for example, as a technology, like a computer or telephone, but also tools can be your skills. It also can be the knowledge you lack. So give a thought about everything you're gonna need in order to achieve those goals. And don't be frustrated if you don't know everything. Believe me, there is no single person who knows everything on this planet, and achieving any goal is some kind of journey of progress and growth. Step number 5, embrace the power of tracking. Tracking your progress in any area probably is one of the most important elements in order to succeed. Sometimes you won't see the result in long days, months, or even years. But if you track your progress, if you know that you're progressing even a small step every day, it's gonna help you to keep the motivation. It's gonna help you to stay focused even on days when you feel fed up. For me, tracking progress probably easiest on the Excel sheets. Just make a small table, write down your small goals, what you have to achieve daily or maybe weekly, monthly, and try to execute every day. Try to build the habit. Even if one day you get up of bed, you feel miserable, you feel sad or depressed, still try to do the thing you have to do. Believe me, if you're winning, if you see the progress, you're gonna feel always motivated. Who gets tired when they're winning, right? And sometimes that feeling even can be addictive. Step number 6, seek wisdom and seek improvement. When you're trying to achieve your goals, always try to improve on what you have. Maybe you have the fundamentals to achieve the goals, but there's always a small things you can improve. If you break every goal enough, you're gonna see that there are probably 1,000 things, really small things that you can improve every day. And even if you don't achieve your goal, you're still gonna improve. You'll see the progress. And from my personal experience, most of the people in the world are doing, for example, a bare minimum at their job. They're going with the flow, and most people are not willing to go an extra mile. So if you're gonna do an extra mile, a small improvements every day, believe me, you're gonna be better than probably 75% of all the Earth's population. Also try to seek the wisdom from more experienced and more successful people. If you have a genuine desire to learn, to progress, and if you ask people genuinely who have made it, most of them are going to give you some tips and some wisdom. Lastly, even if you're 100% sure that you know how to achieve your goals and you have all the tools, try to improve on them every time. I'll give you a simple example. I'm shooting these videos, and after each of them, I try to think what I can do better. I'm thinking, how can I have a better presentation? How can I improve my image? How can I shoot better? How can I edit better? How can I set the lighting better? What can I do in order to make this topic more interesting? Or what details should I add in order to be more entertaining and more captivating? So what I wanted to say is that everything adds up to the final result. And sometimes you can overachieve. And the step number 7, the magic of consistency. So Rome hasn't been built in a day. It was built brick by brick. The consistency is the key in turning your goals into reality. Learn the productive habits, learn how to manage your time effectively. Prioritize your goals over the parties or the fun stuff. You have to sacrifice something in order to achieve your goals, especially if those goals are big. And the hardest part, that you have to seek your goals even if you don't feel like it sometimes. Maybe it's a bad day, maybe your mood is bad, your feelings are irrelevant. There are guys who sacrificing their time, sacrificing their relationship. They don't care about their mood, they're still getting up and doing their job and seeking goals. So the bigger your goals, the higher competition on the top. Just remember, everything has a price. And if you're willing to sacrifice something, most likely you'll get the good results. So stay focused. So to conclude, what is the effective goal setting? Firstly, you have to have a vision. Your goals have to be relevant, measurable, achievable. If your goals are too overwhelming, break them down. And once again, break them down. Think about the knowledge and tools you have to have in order to achieve your goals. Always try to adjust and improve. Track your progress always. And of course, be consistent. So thanks for watching. Just remember, your goals are within the reach. Believe in yourself, take action, and make your dreams reality. Until the next time, and take care, guys.